With the weather getting warmer, my stout season is coming to a close. I still enjoy stouts on the warmer days, but preferably in the colder months. This is being recorded on April 22nd. By the time it's released, it's probably going to be somewhere in May or June, just because I have too many videos. So it's already warm, but it's still a little chilly the odd day here in April. So let's get into this beautiful stout and let's see what we got from Fixed Gear Brewing Company. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, mate Brewski, for another Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you is by the Fixed Gear Brewing Company out in Guelph, Ontario. This is their Red Hook Stout. Coming in at 5.5% alcohol by volume, and an unlisted IBUs not here on the can. But a very nice black, silver, white, and red accented can. It's absolutely beautiful. The matte finish, I love that matte finish. I don't know why. It just, tickles my fancy. For the IBUs, nothing listed on the can, nothing listed on the website, and nothing is listed on Untappd. So we will take an educated guess as to see what the IBUs may or may not be. So let's crack this bad boy open. Well, let's see what we got. I got a taste for something dark, something bold, something rich, something chocolatey, and coffee-like. So let's pour it up into my Flying Monkeys pint glass here. And look at that darkness. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Put the can there. Taking a look at the beer. Super, super dark, as expected. Nice, deep brown head on there. Very, very nice. In the light, you get a little bit of ruby color near the bottom. But overall, she's pretty darn black. Can't see through it, which is absolutely perfect when it comes to a stout. Or at least in my personal opinion. Let's have a smell. Big amounts of dark chocolate, coffee, molasses, brown sugars. But definitely dark chocolate and molasses forward on the nose. Coffee coming in as well, more of a deep dark roast, perhaps espresso. Not espresso, that's wrong, espresso. And light brown sugars right in the finish. Of the nose at least. Let's have a sip. Okay. The flavors are lighter than I really expected. I was expecting something a bit more rich, bit deeper, bit bolder of a flavor. Good flavor, don't get me wrong. But not as, rich as I was hoping for. You get your dark chocolate, you get your coffee. You get a little bit of a sweet molasses there. Not too much, definitely more bitter, dark chocolate, dark coffee forward. Let's say about an 80% dark chocolate sort of flavor. I'm keeping my hand around it just to warm it up a bit more. It was in the fridge. Shouldn't really do that with stouts. I totally forgot to pull it from the fridge a little earlier than I wanted to. But that's okay, you just get by. With a little hand around here, warm it right up, you should be fine. So maybe that brings out a bit more flavor, not so cold, emphasizes the flavors just a bit more. Let's dive into here, full force, and let's see what we got. So cheers everybody, let's keep on drinking. Rich, dark chocolate, nice coffee finish, a little bit of sweet molasses. Brown sugars are lost in the flavor, but definitely there on the nose. So far, so good. Just a little too light in the flavor department for me. The aromas are big and bold. The flavor, it dwindles very quickly. But it is very smooth, a little more carbonated. As for a stout, of course, it's also a little bit more airy of a mouthfeel, lighter of a mouthfeel, compared to other stouts of this stature, which kind of surprises me. I mean, it's not super boozy. It's 5.5, but I was expecting something a bit more rich, a bit more velvety smooth, a bit more, I guess, thicker perhaps. It's definitely a much thinner sort of stout. Even when you swish it in the glass here a little bit, it moves quite viscously. But yeah, lighter, airier, of a mouthfeel. The flavors are good. They're good in the beginning. The mids are okay, but the finish is where it sort of just drops off and becomes slightly watery. Watery as in the flavors, dip down really quickly and are sort of, again, airy. You know, you're looking for a full, well, at least me, I was looking for more of a full-bodied stout. Through and through the whole sip. This sort of trails off a little bit in the end. Not a bad thing at all. Just not what I was expecting per se. Moving over to the can. Red Hook Stout, 5.5% ABV. On the IBUs, I'd probably put it at about a 30-35 at the most. But let's start off with the very short and sweet description. Robust coffee and dark chocolate notes with a smooth and luscious mouthfeel. Smooth, for sure. Luscious, yes. Thick, no. Coffee and dark chocolate, for sure. Marrying a love for bikes with a passion for beer, brewed in the Guelph Junction. Anything else information-wise? Chocolate notes, of course. Full-bodied, delicious. I wouldn't say full-bodied. I'd say about half full-bodied. No ingredients, no IBUs. On the bottom for a brewed on date is also non-existent. Not the end of the world, but still, I would like to see that information. At the least, I'd like to see a brewed on or a best before date, personally. Moving over to the website here, Red Hook Stout. Again, it still has the same description. Robust coffee, dark chocolate, notes of smooth and luscious mouthfeel. Very, very nice. ABVs listed. And also the price, because this is the bottle shop tab for the brewery. Coming in at $3.35 for this 473 ml tall boy can. Finally, moving over to Untapped after just one more sip. Nice. Red Hook Stout has been given a 3.64 bottle caps out of 5. And I have to say, great flavor. Just, it doesn't stay long enough on the palate. It's a very nice lingering bitter dark chocolate flavor, but the intensity of the flavor is very quick to arise to the top and then dwindle and just drop off too soon. It's ending too soon. It's like a short story that you want more of a big novel for, but it's a short story equivalent. And you just want that extra bit of oomph, if you know what I mean. With that said, guys, and with that said, cheers on the final sip. Let's get right to ratings. Good stuff. Good flavor. It just ends too quickly. That's really where it lands off. It ends a little too quickly for me. But overall, Fixed Gear Brewing Company Red Hook Stout gets a solid 7 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, I'm a big fan of the can design. I'm a big fan of that matte finish. Looks absolutely perfect. The black and with the accents of white and red really just bring everything home. As for looks, the short and sweet description, that's actually perfect. Sometimes I do prefer longer descriptions, but sometimes I think breweries get a little too carried away, and they do more of like a story of some made-up thing, or get too hung up on something else. But short and sweet, just about the beer, I don't mind it at all. If it's if it hits home as to what it's supposed to do, describe the beer, I'm happy with it. But other than that, other information, lacking ingredients, IBUs, and a best before brewed on date, definitely bummers for me. As for the website, very nice as well. Great looking website, but still lacking information. Yeah, you get the short and sweet description. Yeah, you get a price. Yeah, you get the ABV. But where's the IBU number? Where's the ingredients? Where's the malt, hops, and yeast? Where's food pairings? Not there. Presentation gets a solid, also, 7 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maple Brewski, it'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maple Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Don't pout, pour a stout, cause it's gonna make you feel a lot better. Whether you're having a bad or a sad or a crap a day, it will put hairs on your chest and it will be the best. Da da da. Cheers.